What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Nikki, and I am back. Hey, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the Super Bowl. Um, I really am not too big of a football fan. I got a lot of Patriots kin people, so I sleep was rooting for the Patriots. But hey, either way, you know, congrats to the Seahawks. But y'all, I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all about a lot of the things, that's going on. I said this before in videos, but I don't know if I just said it. It's just been heavy on my mind, so I just really wanted to say something about it. Okay, so not to just put, you know, other people's business in the video. But I had I've talked about my cousin that I help out a lot, since her mom passed, and, she my baby, whatever. And that ain't gonna change that. And I've talked about, situations that she's been going through. One situation in particular with her aunt. And, y'all, honestly, I had been really telling her to try to, give her aunt the benefit of the doubt and try to, work with her and try to have a relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? Try to understand where she's coming from. Like, I really was rooting for them to have a relationship because I know my cousin, she, if you knew her from the past, she was hard up. Like, she was a troubled child, you know what I'm saying? But losing her mom, and then she got pregnant. She was pregnant at the same time she lost her mom. So having her son, to me, is what God gave her to calm her down. Because if had she not had her son, we wouldn't know where she would be at, being that she lost her mom. Like, I know I probably wouldn't see her, you know. But she had to calm down and maintain for her son, and he's autistic at that too, at that point. So it's not easy, but she tries and she do the best she can. And I can't say she is a good mother. She cared deeply for her son. um but I was telling her, like I said, in the pre in earlier, I was telling her to try to have a relationship because her mom passed, and before that, the grandmother passed when I was younger. Before that, the granddaddy had already passed, and it was just my cousin and her sister. So it was only two kids, really, from their bloodline. And then, so right now it's just one, which is my little cousin and her aunt. And so it's one child, one grandchild, and one great grandchild. That's from my aunt. Like, she passed when I was a real little girl. I remember the day that she passed. I don't remember like going to her funeral or anything, but I do remember the day that she passed. And I just really tried to talk to her and just give her advice on love. Like, I try to show people and spread God's love, like, because love is the only way you really can live in this lifetime. If you're going around being hateful, like, I I just can't, you know, just hate people. Even if you do something wrong to me, God hasn't put in my heart to just hate. Like, I really try to spread God's love. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And but when it came to my cousin, because I know she don't not the one that I help, but her aunt. But she's my cousin. It's my grandmother. I'm just going deep in it, but I ain't gonna even say that. But my cousin that I help is her aunt that she pretty much got the problem with, because I don't know really what the issue is, but I do know that when people be one way when they're a child, sometimes when dramatic things happen and traumatic, not dramatic, but traumatic things happen, people change. And my little cousin losing her mom was, it was just her. She was the only child. And her mom had the best relationship. Like, she was best friends. And my cousin was real sickly leading up to her death. So my little cousin was taken care of, or was working, trying to help pay bills, and they was trying to make ends meet. And it's just they always had a estranged relationship with my cousin who passed, her sister, that which is my cousin that I helped take care of. That's her aunt. And I really like y'all. I really was trying to just talk to her and tell her, give her the benefit of the doubt. Don't be mean to her. Just, because I felt like they need each other. They the last of that dying breed, last of a dying breed. That it was just them two left. It's just them two, besides the great grandson. And they just turned around and just slapped me in the face. It just really turned around and slapped me in the face. Like, she really showed her true colors, and showed that in all honesty, she really don't care. Like, because I could say this, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say the situation. The situation is, they had a strange relationship. Okay, I've been trying to tell her, my little cousin, trying to have a relationship with her, give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so her aunt, which is my cousin, called her, told her she was coming here. It was a funeral, da da this, da da that, and they, trying to invite her to where she is. But during the conversation, she told her, you come with me, but I ain't got no money, what I'm saying, to pay for nobody food and stuff like that. Which, when she told me that her aunt said that to me, it's like, okay, my cousin that I help out, like, she work every day. So if you want to really just spend some time with her, why would you say that? Like, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So even with her telling me this, I was like, well, maybe she just thought this. Maybe she thought that, still trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. And she was just saying, I'm saying stuff that really made my cousin feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I ended up talking to my aunt. And my aunt told me that my cousin had been over to my grandmother's house. Like, my cousin, she don't live here in Albany. She lives in Atlanta with her husband. She said that she had been over there, and she had gave my grandmama $100, whatever. And it's not even the fact that you gave my grandmother $100. It's the fact that when you talk to your niece, you was making it seem like you just was broke and didn't have any money. You know what I'm saying? Which, you don't have to do anything for anybody. But if you're going to invite somebody somewhere, don't invite them and then say, well, I ain't got no money, to pay for nobody, as if you just had to pay for her meal, as if she just was broke and she ain't had no money. Like, I hate that, because, like I said, to her, I have been in situations like that where people will invite me somewhere, but then try to look and see if I had money to pay for drinks and stuff like that. Like, baby, because I honestly had a situation later, like, what I'm saying, used to love calling mama and all kind of stuff. And every time she came here to Albany, she invited me out, until she stopped. But she invited me out. And when she would invite me out, it was one time, we went to this certain club. She had a bottle with her, I didn't have no money, but I think it was like Thanksgiving or something that day. I didn't have any money that day, but I was already drinking, so I really didn't need hers, but she had a bottle, so she poured me and my husband drinks, whatever. But times after that is like when she had her actual daughter with her, she invite me out, and then it's like she go to the bar, buy drinks and stuff like that, you know. But mind you, this somebody who I call my mom too, and who I used to, and she'll buy drinks and stuff like that, and then it's like then she look, you know, it's like to me, she's looking to see if I have money to buy my own drinks. So I go to the bar and I buy drinks for everybody. Me, my sister, her daughter, like I buy for everybody because I appreciate everything that you done for me. But don't think you're gonna get me in this club and I can't provide for myself, or that I'm trying to depend on you to have something. I really hate that people use materialistic things um try to have a one up on people. Like the more you try to down somebody and try to make it seem like they don't got it, God gonna continue to bless them. That's why I say when she was doing that, baby, I haven't God haven't missed a step with me. I can go anywhere, and then I've been places where other folk come, baby. Just because I ain't trying to spend my money, that don't mean I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I spend it on what I want to spend it on, not what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just really hate that people really try to one up on people. Like, baby, the more you try to down somebody, the more God gonna keep blessing them. And I really would love, I hate that it's like that, because spending money, like, okay, I understand people try to say whatever, whatever. But if you in here spending your money, and then you got somebody right here that you trying to have a relationship with, but you trying to one up them, so you trying to make them look bad and stuff like that, don't do that. Don't that is just so embarrassing to me. And when I found out that's what she had done to my little cousin, I was just like, you know what? I told her, I'm mind my baby. I'm mind my baby. I'm not gonna tell you to do nothing else in your life to try to have a relationship with her, because it is sad that people will call you to try to invite you somewhere, but then act like they ain't got no money, or that you broke and you ain't got it. Like that's just not it. And I hate that so much, and I'm really tired of y'all. I'm so tired of hearing the negativity stuff, even with the world. Like the division that people are trying to make people. Like, we all have to live on this earth. We all have to get it how we live, or work. If you want something, you gotta work. Everybody don't have it easy as the other people, but don't make it seem like you just on top because you got more, or you feel like you got more, because God will show you who you thought didn't have nothing gonna be the one on top. I just don't understand why people are like that. Yeah, I promise y'all, when I tell y'all, I have always been happy for the next person and the things that they've had. I've never been a jealous person. I might have been like, damn, looked at the situation, be like, damn, I wish I could have it. But I've never questioned how you got it, or anything like that. I always just wanted what God had for me. I've always wanted that. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I know I've had a video like this with saying spread God's love, but yeah, I just feel like we really need to, this day and age, spread love, y'all. If you like, don't wake up every day being hateful. Like, that's to me, being hateful it gets too much energy. I mean, some people, it's easy to just hate the next person, dislike the next person, talk about the next person. But other than that, I just couldn't do it. Like, y'all, I'm so cracked up. I'm just choked up. I really can't get my words out. Like, it's just so much hateful going on. Hatefulness going on. Hatefulness that I just, ooh, it's draining. So I said I'm gonna stay off social media. I'm gonna stay off Facebook because I see a lot of it on Facebook, and I really see a lot of it on my Instagram feed because I do watch a lot of that stuff. So I guess the what you watch is what shows up more on your page. And I like funny stuff too, you know what I'm saying? I watch that, but I do watch a lot of, stuff that goes on with the politics and people trying to unite. Like even y'all, I seen this video with this lady this lady had her two girls, and white lady, as a matter of fact, she had her two girls, and she was like, y'all, guess what, guess who died, or something she said in the video. And the little girls was like, and was like such, and what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say who name they said, but it wasn't, you know that person, but it was so funny to the mama that they said that name, you know what I'm saying. And even with that person, I don't agree with a lot of stuff, but I don't wish no hatefulness. I don't wish death on nobody. Like, because, like I said, y'all, I've always, whenever I had a situation where somebody didn't like me or tried to do anything wrong to me or mistreat me, anything, God always took care of it. Like, I've never had to do anything. I didn't have to seek revenge on nobody because God takes care of his children. So, with all the hatefulness that's going on in the world and hatefulness that's going on in the families, find something. Find your love. Find the place that loves you. Don't never be in a place where people want to dislike you or mistreat you. Like, I ain't even gotta, honestly, I've been in there. I've been in those places. And guess what I did? I left without, I think about it. I see it. I think about it. I may talk about it a little bit, but I never let it get to me. Because I'm a child of God at the end of the day. And when you keep wishing hatefulness on me, God gonna keep blessing me. And that really gonna make you mad because you gonna wonder how I keep elevating in my life without doing much. God. God. So I know you ain't gonna, they gonna make you dislike me even more, but oh well. But y'all, I just had to come on. I know my video probably is all over the place, so I am kind of sleepy too at this moment. But I just had to come up here and say that, you know what I'm saying, because I just see it's just so much hatefulness going on, and I'm not a hateful person at all. Yeah, I tell my experiences that I've had with people simply because I want to bring awareness to the youth and people that we all go through the same things. Maybe at different times, maybe different scenarios, but it be all the same thing. So we need to unite and love each other, learn how to love on each other so we can get through it. And then maybe some people that don't have the family to reach out to or anybody to reach out to, you know what I'm saying, when they going through the thing. So, you know what I'm saying, I am a person that I don't know a whole lot, but I do know my own experiences with people. And I do know that people will mistreat you. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of how people try to mistreat me, I never hate them in the end. I still love them. I still love them because God didn't put no hate in my heart. I still love them. I still move on by my day and let God continue to bless me. Not saying that my life is perfect because I still have my trials and my tribulation. I still go through things. But I'm still not wishing nothing bad on the next person. So I'm going to go ahead and end my video here, y'all. I just, if y'all can't do nothing tomorrow or the next day or whenever you see this video, just find somebody to love on, but just know that it's the right person. because everybody not gonna receive your love. Some people, you know what I'm saying, a little, they gonna choose to hate you regardless. So you can love on them type of people from a distance. But anybody who's willing to receive your love, love on them, y'all. Love on them. As God will. Because that's the God's way. So you all have an awesome night. I hope y'all enjoyed the Super Bowl once again. I hope your team won. I hope that nobody lose on money, which I know people did. But you'll get it back as long as your heart is in the right place. So y'all continue to, do what's best for you and just love. Don't forget, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have an awesome night. Good night.